Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. So today sees the battle report in our Kings of War Vanguard week, and the battle you're about to see is the forces of the Abyss versus the Basileans. It's a 200-point battle, which is the standard size for Vanguard, and both warbands only use models that are available in those starter warband sets, if you like. So there's nothing in here that you couldn't just go out and buy one of those $24.99 warbands, and then you'll be able to go ahead and play your 200-point game. So I'll quickly show you the two warbands, the two army lists, and then we'll get straight into the game. So you should have just seen our army lists that we're going to use today for Kings of War Vanguard. What I will say before we start is this is only our second game. We did have a game just to get used to the rules. We've not seen anybody else play it with these rules as they are now. So we might make a couple of mistakes because we've had nobody to really kind of point out that we're making these mistakes. So if you do find any mistakes, please let us know down in the comments, but we'll play it through. The most important thing is to give you an idea of how the game plays and for us to have a bit of fun as well. So what we'll do is we'll go to the table now. We did roll off before. Sam won the roll off. Yep. So we've both deployed just to speed things up a little bit. And just to say that the scenario we're doing is, let me just remember the name of it. It is Recover the Plans. So I'll put something up on screen now so you can see what the idea of that is. But essentially what we've got here is we've got a dead spy in the middle of the table, which is using this #1 token here. And we have to get to that, search that spy, and we'll either find the plans that we're looking for, or we'll find a route to another place, potentially where the plans might end up. And I think what we'll do, Sam, is we'll play through 4 turns, and at the end of 4 turns, whoever's got the plans wins. Is the winner. Yep. So, without further ado, we'll crack on. Okay. So, Sam, you've got the Abyssals there, they're all set up. Yep. We've got one of your models is a scout. It's a scout, yeah. Which means that they can set up outside of your deployment zone, but not within 12 inches of mine. So, do you want to set up your scout model?
Well, I'm going to do something a bit cheesy and put my scout next to the objective.
Yeah, it's not like we didn't do that in the other game as well, isn't it? So now I have to set up my scout models. I've got 2. Could I just have a tape measure, please, Sam? Of course. So now I have to set up, I can set up outside of my deployment zone, but not within, was it 12 inches of your model as well? Yeah. Yeah, so I can't deploy kind of alongside it. So what I think I'll do is, I will, I think I'll have a sneaky, a bit of a sneaky one here, and I will try and snipe her off the board from there. And obviously you don't have any more sniper models, so I'll also set up my other one just down here as well. So now the next stage is we need to roll our power dice. So each team starts, or each warband starts with 3 red power dice, and then certain models will give you extra power dice. So I've got a sergeant that gives me an extra red one, and I've got a veteran sergeant that gives me a white one. And you, Sam, I think you're...
I've got a Heliquid Blood Mask, which gives us 2 extra red ones.
So we'll roll off for our power dice. And I have 2, 3, 4, and a couple of blanks there.
So I've got 6.
Okay, now because we both have our... you then get to re-roll 1 dice for every command model that you have in the game at the moment. We both have 1 command model in our 200-point warbands. So I'm going to re-roll my white dice, which was a blank.
I'm going to re-roll my blank as well.
So I got 1 and you got 1 as well. So I've now got 3, 4, 5 power dice for this turn.
I've got 7.
Oh, so this might be interesting then. So Sam, you get to go first then.
Yep. Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to activate the succubus there, and I'm going to search the objective to try and find the dead spy. Yeah, so essentially what you do is you get 2 short actions or 1 long action. We'll talk through some of them as they go. One, as part of this scenario, one of the short actions is to search the dead spy. Okay, so basically what happens now is we roll on a 7 or an 8, you find the plans. Anything else we have to roll again, and we'll see what happens if that happens. Yep. So got a 2. So now what we do is we roll again on a 1 to a 4.
the map shows that the information is at the other side of the board. On a 5 to an 8, the map shows the information is over here. So
okay, 8.
So it's an 8. So if you pass that tape there, so basically what we do is it's according to the scenario, it's 3 inches in. Let me just put this here till we measure from the corners. You just check we've got that on camera there, Sam. Does that fit in with the?
Yep.
That's okay. So now that's where the plans are. And essentially you can't be set up within 3 inches of a model. My model isn't within 3 inches, so we're okay there. So you've now got another short action, Sam?
Yep, well I think I'm going to try and move out a bit.
Yeah.
So, take measure please. So I get a 6-inch move.
So you're going to move through that little gap in the fence there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can fatigue her to try and charge you though.
You can't. When you fatigue, you can give them an extra action, but you can't give them an extra. You can give them an extra short action. I think it doesn't count as a long action.
Yeah. And instead, then I'm just gonna get behind this little tent here.
Okay, so you're going to try and hide out there,
which
has foiled my shooting ability. So what you do then is you put one of your activated tokens on. Now Sam was talking there about fatigue. What you can do is you can fatigue your model, kind of stress them to give them another short action. And then what happens is at the end of the turn, you can either use one of your power dice or one of your power points to unfatigue them. And if you don't do that, that means in the next turn, they can only do 1 short action rather than 2 short actions. So your succubus lurker is now gone. I think what I'm going to do now then, if you can just pass the tape please, pass that backwards and forwards. I'm now going to, I know the plans are over here now. I think what I'd like to do now is I will run. So my crossbowmen can move 5 inches with a normal move. They can move 10 inches with a run action. So I'm going to run one of my crossbow guys to here. That's a long action, and so that he's done now. Now my crossbowmen have something called reload, which means that if they want to shoot their crossbows, it's actually a long action. So it means I can't run them and then shoot. However, I could have shot and then fatigue them to move, but at the minute that's not what the plans are.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my flame bearer here, and he can run 10 inches. So I'm going to move him up by the hedge. I'm going to see if I can get a cheeky shot off. Is that reaching him?
Is that 12 inches range?
Yep.
Yeah, that's 12 inch range.
Okay, so what the flame bearer has, he has a special ability where you can use one of your power dice to increase the range of his magic attack.
That's right.
Up to 12 inches. So I'm going to spend one of my power dice and I'm going to use the attack. So it's 2d8.
Yep.
No modifiers because you can partially see him.
Yep.
So there's no bonuses, no negatives.
Okay, so the way line of sight works is that basically what we do is we've got a wall here which is height 1. The model is height 2. The model is firing against his height 2, so we can see over the wall, but it doesn't have direct sort of line of sight. It's blocked because of the wall, so you get no bonuses for being out in the open.
Okay, so
so your range? What's your range you're hitting on?
It is 5+.
Okay, so you're hitting on 5+. So you got a 5 and a 7. Okay, so it's against my crossbowman. My crossbowman now has to roll against his armor, which is 6. So he passes 1 and fails the other, which means he takes 1 point of damage. He's only got 1 wound, which would take him down to 0 wounds. And then normally what you would do is if you hit 0 wounds, you would roll on your nerve. But because the crossbowman is a grunt, he doesn't get to do a nerve roll. So he is out of there. So
however, because I had to do that extra short action to hit him, I'm now fatigued. So
you need to put a token on which is fatigued and stressed. So the tokens that you get, guys, if you buy the tokens, the ones I have here are just printouts. So they're not the final quality. So obviously you'll see those yourselves. But it means that you can you don't have to have lots and lots of tokens against the models. So that's you gone.
Yep.
Next up, it's me. Yep. So I am going to. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try and I'm going to move into the open here.
Ooh.
So she can move 5. And she's going to take a shot. Let's just do it here so I can get a nice clean line on you. And I'm going to take a shot at you there. So she's got a range of 12 inches. She rolls 2 dice normally for her ranged attack. She also gets a bonus dice because she's in full line of sight. She has an ability as well, which says that when I make a shoot action with a bow, before any dice are rolled, I can spend 1 power to basically give piercing 1 to the result. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend 1 power to give piercing 1, and I'm also going to spend another power dice to add a dice to the roll as well.
Yep.
So I'm now rolling with 4 dice, and I'm hitting on 4+.
Okay.
So not the greatest of rolls, but I'm glad I had the extra dice. 2 successes, Sam.
Okay, so my succubus has +6 armor. However, because you had piercing, it now goes to a 7.
That's right.
So what I'm going to try and do to try and counter it, I'm going to spend 1 power to add an extra dice to my armor roll.
Okay. So you'll see this as we go. There's lots of different things you can use the power dice for to give you those little bits of extra abilities.
Okay, so let's roll. Oh, no.
So you got none at all?
Nope.
So I did 2 damage to you. Yep. So your model has how many wounds?
It has 2.
Has 2 wounds, so basically that's reduced you to 0.
Yeah.
But because is your flame bearer a grunt or is it a warrior?
It's a flame bearer. You shouldn't know.
Oh, sorry, I might as well. It's because I'm looking at the flame bearer.
It's a support.
It's a support model, right? So that means that it gets to do a nerve roll. So what's the nerve of your succubus? So you roll 1 dice. On a 4+, we'll see what happens anyway. So it's a 5, so it's successfully saved itself, kind of thing. So basically, it takes it gets. I'll get my words out. It goes down to 1 wound, and it's knocked down as well. So that means that if I follow up now with any additional attacks onto that model, it's the equivalent of hitting from the rear. Yeah. And we'll get onto those bonuses if that actually comes into play at this turn. So that's the 2 actions for that model, the 2 short actions.
Yep.
So she is now activated. And over to you, Sam.
Okay, so can I take my shot, please?
Oh, sorry.
Right.
We should get 2 really for this.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my other guy up to here.
Yep.
Is he in range? Yeah, he's in range.
Let me just move this token around so we don't confuse the 2.
So what he's gonna do, he's also gonna spend a power to use his attack. However, I wonder if it's in.
So basically, do you have a normal?
So you won't have to spend his power because it's within 9 inches, so he doesn't have to get the extra range.
So your normal range is 9 inches, but you can spend power to go to 12. Yeah.
However, he is fatigued from the attack. Okay.
Was that a run action that you did to get there? Okay.
So it's 2d6.
That's right.
D8.
Yeah.
And there's no modifiers, so it's just.
Yep. Just straight. And what are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 5s, but I'm gonna use a power dice at an actual.
You really want to do some damage here, don't you? So, okay. So what you've done is you've got a 6, a 7, and an 8. In this game, much like Dead Zone, if you roll an 8, it's an exploding 8, so you get to roll another dice. Which you've just rolled another 8, so you get to roll another one, and this can go on until basically you don't roll an 8. So you roll a 4 there.
No,
so you've ended up with 4 attacks getting through against my Sisterhood Scout there. So I now have to roll 4 defense dice, and I am defending with armor 6+.
Yep.
So I've got 1, 2, 3. That's a 1, which fails, but I've got an 8 there, so I still got the possibility of saving it on a 6+, and I failed. So 1 point of damage gets through. My Sisterhood Scout has 2 wounds, so she's taken 1 point of damage. So, and then player moves back to me. Okay, grab that, Sammy, please. Right, what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to take this Sisterhood model here, and she's going to run her 10 inches. Now, to get over an obstacle, it basically takes 2 inches of movement to get over it. So she'd ordinarily run 10 inches. That would reduce it to 8, which actually doesn't get her over. So unless I get in a straight line. That would just, no, it's going to be too short. So she's just going to run up to the wall here. I'll try not to knock that over. And she's done.
Yep. Okay. So, what do I do? I know what I do. I'm going to get my leader. I'm going to run him 14, so he has to go over this, which means that he can only run 12. So he can just get over.
Yeah.
There we go. That's me done.
Okay. Yeah. So next up, I think what we'll do is, I can see him trying to make a move through the centre here. So we might need to do a little bit of, okay, I'm going to move this guy. He's actually going to run underneath. There's a little gap underneath this rock face here, and he's going to run to here. And that's him done.
Okay. I'm going to run my gargoyles. And my gargoyles have a rule called fly, which means that they ignore the penalty that cover gives.
That's right.
To
they ignore the penalty to going over obstacles or terrain. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to move in there.
Okay. Do you want to mark with the activated token?
Yep.
Okay, so I think what I will do in this case is I'm going to use an action to take a shot at the gargoyle there. So again, 12-inch range, more than in range, out in the open as well. So 2 dice to hit, an extra dice for being out in the open and hitting on a 4+. Oops, there's a fence down. So 2 hits go through, Sam.
Okay. So my gargoyle has 2 wounds, which means I'm going to try get a little bit of a better chance by using a power dice to roll 3 for my armor.
Did you spend a power dice there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see you. Okay.
My armor is 6+, so unless yours is piercing, it's just 6+.
No, I forgot to boost it for piercing.
No,
so
it's 6+.
Yeah. And you've got
2.
Okay.
And I got an 8 as well, which means I get roll another one.
Another 8. So yeah, you've saved them all, so they're all fine. So she's done her first shoot action there. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get her the hell out of dodge. So she's got a 5-inch move, which would reduce it to 3 over the fence, which gets her here. And then player moves back to you, Sam.
Okay. What I'm going to do in that case then is I'm going to move my second gargoyle up next to the first one. So it's just a 40 move.
Yeah.
To there. They're activated.
Okay, I'm going to do the same again with my crossbowman. I think I'm going to try and these guys have got a 5-inch move, so a 10-inch run. I'm going to put him here. I need a little bit of a barrier, I think, for when your blood mask comes chomping through there. So that's him done. Back to you again, bud.
Okay. I'm going to run these guys out. One of these guys out. And he can't get over the fence, so he's just going to run there.
Okay, and right, have to not forget this. This is where we need to get to. So I'm going to run. I've got my paladin here. So my paladin is my spellcaster as well. He's got a couple of spells there that he could use. However, I don't need to use them at the moment. I just need to push him up the field a bit. So again, he's got a 10-inch move as well, which is not enough to get him over the wall, but we'll move him to here.
Okay. I'm gonna just move this guy up.
Okay.
He's just gonna follow.
All right.
The first one.
Yeah, and I will follow suit with my crossbowman as well. I'm gonna try and he's gonna run through here to there.
Okay. This guy's going to do a little sneaky charge on the side.
A little bit of flanking going on there.
So he's going to go there.
Okay, let's not forget about him.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't fall off the edge.
Do you want to mark him up with a token as well, so when he's done? Okay, I'm going to do the same again with this one as well. And one thing to remember as well, folks, is that the person that goes first, the next battle round, is the person that finishes activating all of their models first. So at the minute I've got one less model than Sam.
Yep.
So that should make me go first. However, there are things like group actions, which we haven't done yet, but potentially that can swing the game a little bit. You also have things where you can use a power to force fatigue one of your models that's already activated. That uses up one of your turns, and that can also switch around who ends their turn first as well. So it's something to watch out for.
Okay, so I'm gonna move the imps up the side as well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, now those imps, now they're hiding out of camera view now as well. They don't look much when you look at them. They're quite small little guys, but they're quite brutal in combat, aren't they?
Yeah, they get 3d8. So.
They get 3d8 in melee combat. They've also got 3 wounds as well, I think, haven't they? So they can be a bit of a pain on that 40mm base. So I'm just gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is, I think I've got a little bit of support over there. I need to get more of these guys over. So again, I'm gonna run to here, back to you, Sam.
So I'm gonna run these guys up behind them. It's gonna give them a little bit of support.
Okay. Okay, and then we'll also, I don't want to leave my leader out there in the wind, so he's going to come across as well, nice and tight behind.
Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use one of my power dice to activate an additional model.
That's what you can do. I forgot to do that.
In my turn first.
Yeah, so this is one way you can make it swing. So yeah, what you can do is you can spend a power dice to activate additional models as well. So he's going
these two are just going to
activate 2 models, which was very wise from Sam. I could see there was a trap coming that I've just fell into there.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all activated. That means you're going first next turn.
Yep.
And then for my last guy, I think I'll also just run him up into this gap here.
Okay.
So now we're in the end phase. If you've got any models that are fatigued, of which you have 2 models, Sam.
Yep.
So have you got any power dice left?
Left 2 power dice left.
You've got 2 power dice left, so that means you can unfatigue those 2. I don't have any that is fatigued. So that's the end of round 1. So what we do now is clear away the tokens, and we get ready for Sam to go first in round 2. Okay, so we're on to round 2 now. Let me just put a dice here so we remember what round we're on. I'll just put it at the back, then we'll try not to roll it. Okay, so we're on to round 2 now. Sammy, you get to go first because you finished activating first. Okay. However, we do need to roll our command dice again.
Yep.
So any unspent dice, of which I had some in that last round, they get lost, and we re-roll now and start again.
Another good roll.
Yeah, mine wasn't too clever this time. I'm on 3.
I'm on 6, so I'm going to re-roll one of my blanks to get another.
Okay, so you're on 6, I'm going to re-roll one of my blanks, and that gets me 4 power dice for this round.
Yep.
Okay, so Sammy, to go first.
Right, well, so you can do a group action, which means that you can charge as a group if you can reach the target.
So what you do is you basically nominate the kind of the leader of the group action, and then you have to have 2 other models which are within 3 inches of that model, and then they can, using 2 power dice, 2 power points I should say, 2 power points, they can then make a group advance or a group attack if you like.
Yeah. So I'm actually just going to use these 2 here, and they're going to charge the group of crossbowmen there. Okay. So they're obviously in range because they've got 14 range and they can fly over obstacles. So
okay, so the other thing to note as well is in this game there is a front arc and a rear arc. So basically, because these models are in the front arc, there's no kind of bonuses to charge into the rear. The 2 left hand and right hand sides and the front face are classed as the front arc, and then anything in a line across the back of the model is classed as the rear arc. So here, you charge into combat. You spent your 2 power dice. You charge into combat, so you get your normal attack. Well, sorry, we'll get to that in a second. Ordinarily, if you advance across obstacles, it stops it counting as a charge. Sorry, no, you don't get the bonus for charging. However, because they have the fly special rule, that doesn't count. So you now get to choose which of those 2 models to start your attack with.
Start in this one.
Okay, so your model normally gets how many dice?
He normally gets 2 dice. However, because he charged, he now gets 3 dice.
He gets 3 dice.
So it's hitting on 5+.
Okay. So you've done 2 there. Okay, so I will roll. My crossbowmen have armor of 6. So I'll roll out. And I got a 4 and an 8. However, the 8 explodes, so I need another 6 plus, of which I've failed that. The crossbowman is a grunt. He only has 1 wound.
So he's dead.
So he is gone.
And because he's dead, he gets to move up. However, he doesn't get to go into base contact.
No.
So he's just going to...
Yeah, you basically you can move forward up to 3 inches after basically defeating an enemy in a melee combat or in a charge, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Okay, so now ordinarily, if I hadn't been killed, I would have got the chance to retaliate.
Yep.
However, I'm dead, so you get to activate your next model.
Okay, so I'm going to activate this one.
Okay.
It's another 3 dice.
Same dice again, yeah.
On 5 pluses.
5s. So you've got 3 this time. Okay, so I'm rolling 3 dice on my defense.
Yep.
Of 6 plus. I've only got 4 power dice.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to spend it. So 6 pluses. 2 went through. He's dead. Okay, so
they're both.
You want to activate? Move them as activated. So again, Sam's activated 2 now. He's already sort of getting ahead to try and get the first turn next turn. However, I've lost 3 models now, so I have less models to play with. Okay, so back to my turn now. Yep. I think what I'm going to do is, they've gone. They could be forced. This is the thing normally in a normal game where once they've charged, they've had their turn, that's everything done. So in theory, I could leave this combat till later. Yeah. However, because you've got the opportunity to spend a power dice to force them to fatigue again in the future, it means actually, however,
I can't do the same.
You can't do the same action, so I am all right at the minute. That's okay then. So I think we'll leave that one for now. Okay, so this model is knocked down.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to charge in with my sergeant.
Yep.
So well within range through the gap in the wall there, and
it always counts as a rear arc.
It always counts as a rear arc anyway. I was just going to say it was within the rear, but it always counts as a rear arc because you're knocked down. So he gets the sergeant gets 2 as his normal 2d8 for attacking. Gets a bonus 1 for charging.
Yep.
And then is it when you're knocked down?
You get a +1 to the rolls for charging in the rear arc.
That's right. So he normally hits on a 5. He's now hitting on a 4.
However, because I have a rule which says if you're within 3 inches, you actually lose a melee attack. So it counts as if it wasn't the rear arc.
Oh, so okay, so I lose a dice for that.
No, you don't lose a dice. You lose 1 to the dice results.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's back to 5s again. Yeah. Okay, so we're hitting on 5 plus here, and I'd quite like to take this model out, I think. So I'm going to. Do I add to it? Yeah, let's add a dice. Okay, we'll spend a power and we'll add to it. So we're hitting on 5s.
Yep.
That was not a great roll. 2 went through.
2 went through.
So you're defending on whatever. The sergeant doesn't have piercing or anything like that, or crushing strength.
So I'm actually going to get an extra dice.
Yeah.
I quite like her to be alive.
And what's your defense?
6 plus.
6 plus. Your armor, sorry, not defense.
2 6 pluses.
You need 2 6 pluses.
Got 1.
So you got 1. So your model's got 1 wound.
It goes to another nerve test.
It goes to another nerve test, that's right.
So the nerve test is 4 plus because you didn't get any extra.
That's right, yeah. So 4 plus.
5.
So you're all right. So you remain knocked down.
Yeah.
And that's it. Okay, so he's activated. It's back to you again, Tom.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and... Do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that.
I know what you could. I've just saw a little gap there of what you could do, but...
Yeah, but you're not going to tell us, are you?
No.
So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start off by shooting her with him.
Okay.
So that's 9 inches, well within.
Yeah. So get another one. Is it 2 dice, is it?
Yep, he gets 2 dice. So he hits on a 5 plus. Both fail.
Missed them both. Okay, so that's a short action, isn't it? So you can still do a move, or?
Yeah, he's going to move like to the wall.
Okay. Do you want to put a token on there?
Yep.
So we can keep that one. Okay, so I think what we're going to do then is... This is a risky maneuver. caught now. I'm caught. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a group action, okay? So I'm going to spend a point on a group action.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two models here.
Yep.
Okay, so they're both going to shoot at this gargoyle because it's not in combat. And again, they both, I'm trying to think, do they both have a line of sight? The first one certainly does. Is the second one blocked by a friendly model? I forget whether your friendly models block line of sight.
Well, you can. Oh no, you can't move, can you?
No, you can't.
Group action, yeah.
Yeah, it's a group action. Yeah. Oh, I'm saying that. No, it's a group shoot action. So I have to. Let me just. It's a group shoot action. Or I forget now whether friendly models block line of sight. Let's say they do. Okay. Check the rules, guys. But let's just say they do for speed of play. So this model will get its action first. Yep. So crossbowman gets 2 plus a third one for being out. The gargoyle being out in the open. Yep. So he's hitting on 5+, and none of those hits. So the second one is my my Sisterhood Scout. She gets 2. Yep. I'm gonna add. What's their armor again?
It is 6+.
Okay, I'm going to spend a power point to use Sharpshooter, which is her bonus ability, which makes it piercing 1 if anything goes through. Yep. Okay, so I'm hitting on a 4+. So 1 went through. Okay, so you need to roll 1 defense dice on an armor of
6+.
7+ now.
7+, well, it's a 3.
It's a 3. Okay, so that does a point of damage. So a point of damage to the gargoyle, and these two have activated. So back to you, Sam.
What do I want to do?
Good question.
I know. Can we take measure, please?
Sorry.
I'll keep moving these guys up the side, I think.
Yeah, don't forget you've got those.
So he can move 10 doing a run. However, he can only move 8.
So he gets to
he can move up to the edge of the tent.
That's it, just the side of the tent there. Okay.
Yep.
We'll pop a token on him as well.
Okay.
Just keeps us right. I quite like these little tokens actually.
Yeah.
Right, in that case I'm a bit worried about him running up to here. So I'm going to use my I'll use my Sisterhood Scout. And again, she's got a range of 10 when she runs, but obviously she's got the wall to get over. Yep. So that moves her to 8. That means she can just get to where this sleeping bag is here. Okay, back to you, mate.
Okay. Well, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my guy here. He can move up to 14.
Your Hellquinn, yeah.
Yeah, so he can move there with 6 left. Do you think he can charge her?
It's not the most direct route, is it? Because so when you're charging, it has to be the most direct route, which would be straight across the top.
Can he get over? Yeah.
You could charge this one.
I don't want to charge that one.
Okay.
Right. Well, that's the thing though. Can you get over the tent? Is it classed as impossible?
Would say it's height 2 rather than a height 1 for the wall. So you could in theory trample over them, I suppose, couldn't you? But
yeah. Don't want to do that though.
I don't think you've got enough range to charge this model here. However, you could charge this one and you get the bonus for having. Oh no, you wouldn't because she's knocked down.
This is.
You're going to try and charge one of those two?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So what's your range there?
So he has 7, which is doubled as 14.
Okay, so what's the distance between this model and that model?
I think it is about 12.
It's about
13.
It's about 12 or 13, but you're going to have to go through 2 lots of terrain, so you're not going to have enough to get through. So
I'm not going to activate them in there.
Okay. And that's another thing in this game, folks, is that you can pre-measure at any point you want as well. So you can work out all of these little bits of tricks.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot her again.
Thank you very much. Okay. So it was 9 inches, was it? Yeah. So your normal 2 dice hitting on
5s.
Okay, so we got
2 hits.
Oh, that's a 7, look like a 4 upside down. So 2 hits. So my Sisterhood Scout there has an armor of 6+, of which she's got 1. She saves 1. She's only got 1 wound left though, so she loses her second wound. She is a warrior, which means that she takes a nerve test. So she has a nerve of 4+. So on a 4+, she's fine. She's just knocked down. So 6. Okay, so she stays on 1 wound and she's knocked down. And this is really good for, so you don't really get those, your hero models when you've only got sort of 10 models on a table. You don't want your hero models one-shotted off the board. So this is that extra little kind of ability to try and keep them in the fight for a bit longer.
And he's just going to move to next to his pal.
Okay. Do you want to...
Yep.
Okay. Right, so I'm a little bit worried now. She's been knocked down. She hasn't activated yet. These guys are getting a bit close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my first short action to stand up.
Yep.
If your model is knocked down, you have to use a short action to stand up first. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to shoot this one that's the closest.
Okay.
So there's no clear shot. So she just gets her normal 2d8s.
Yep.
And I've only got 1 point left, so I want to hang on to that for the minute. So I don't want to boost this one at the minute. So 2d8 hitting on 4+.
Okay.
So that is a 7 and a 4. So 2 hits get through.
And my guy has 6 armor.
Okay. So we need 2 6s for you, Sammy.
He's a grunt as well.
Oh, is he a grunt? 2 1s.
2 1s.
That won't do it. Has he got 2 wounds?
No, he's got 1 wound. So
has he? Oh, he's dead. He's gone.
dead.
Okay. So. She's now activated, and I think I will actually fatigue her as well. So she is now activated and fatigued. That gives me an extra short action, and I'm going to use it to move. So can I have the tape, please? So I don't like the way she's kind of hanging out there. So we'll move her 5 inches around. To here.
Okay.
Okay, you're home, mate.
Well, I'm going to activate my succubus. Stand her up, and she doesn't really have an option other than to fight. So she actually gets 3d8 in combat. I'm going to use a power dice to give her another one. So I'm hitting on 4 pluses.
Yeah.
And they all hit.
You got 8? Did you got some 8s there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that? Sorry, 4?
Yep.
Okay, can you pass me one of the dice, please? Okay, and my sergeant is defending on an armor of 5+. Okay. So he's failed 1.
Yep.
Which means he takes 1 wound. And sergeant normally has 2 wounds, so he's just down to 1 left.
Okay.
And succubus is activated as well now. Okay, so it's back to me, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to. Oh, I don't like the fact that he's hanging around, not activated there. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my paladin here. Okay, so take 10 inches. This is where the action's happening over here.
Yep.
So we'll do 5. Oh, it'll be 8 inches by the time I get over. So I was just gonna. Oops. And that's it. Back to you, Sam.
Okay. What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna try and I want to try and get my guys close as I can to there. They try and
This is the thing, isn't it? Because you want to get him across, but it's about time. It's about time and your movement and your charges. Because if you blast him through now, I've still got a couple of guys here waiting to go as well, so they could come in and charge you.
Yeah.
However, your guy is awesome in retaliation as well.
Yeah, but he needs to get there first.
I've just realised I didn't retaliate here, did I?
No, you didn't. So, if you're able to charge out, but you. So if you kill a model, what do you get?
If you kill a model, what do you mean?
What do you get? Do you get an extra 3 inches?
Oh, sorry, if you kill it, you can then run on 3 inches, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to do that then.
You're going to charge her? Is she in range?
Yep, just.
So you've started in the rear as well, so you get the bonus for the rear charge.
Yep, that's a base, but like, I just want to cover.
Yeah, so you don't get their bonus dice because you came across terrain.
Yep.
But you do get the bonus, the +1 or -1, whatever it is for attacking in the rear.
So it's 3.
Yeah, and what you're normally hitting on?
normally hitting on 3s. However, because your model is smaller and mine's cavalry, it's 2s.
Yeah. And then you get the bonus for the rear charge as well.
Yeah. So it's 1.
So it's basically
Yeah.
But I think a 1's always
an automatic fail.
I think they are anyway. Maybe I'm remembering the wrong game there, but yeah. So
I'm actually gonna use a power dice to get another dice.
Okay. Did you spend your dice there? Yeah.
Yep. So.
What you're hitting on? Oh, yeah. So basically 3 went through.
Yep.
Okay. And 3.
So I'm crushing strength 2 as well.
Crushing strength 2, just what I need. So my armor's normally 6, so it's hitting on 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, saving on 8s, I should say. So I got 1 8 and 2 1s. That means I can roll another 1, hopefully another 8.
That's not an 8.
No, it's a 7. So she takes 2 points of damage. She's only got 1 left anyway, so it's a nerve. So she's only got 1 left. She's taking 2 points of damage. That means my nerve value now goes from a 4+ to a 5+. That extra 1 is the extra point of damage that went through. Oh, saved on a 6. So she's all right. Now, because she survived the combat, she gets to turn around and retaliate. Now, this is how retaliate works now. So my Sisterhood Scout has 1d8 in melee. That's about it, really. So she's hitting on a 6+, not great. But, let's just try that again. An 8. And then another 8. This is where it really goes nuts.
I know.
And then a 7. So 3 attacks go through from that 1d8.
I know.
So you're defending.
So my guy has 4 defense. Yeah. So I feel pretty confident that I can
4+.
Defend that. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the power.
You're getting a bit worried now, Sam.
So I need 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all right then. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to put an activated token on your guy as well? Oh, I'll just move my activated tokens tucked underneath your thing there. I'll just move that around. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. So, who have I got left to go? How many you got? You've got those 5 guys there. Oh, you've still got your imps around the back there as well. Okay, so I'm going to be going first next turn, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
Now, I don't really want to charge in and have to retaliate from him. So, although he is a bit of a beast in combat, he's not going to get through, is he? Okay, so tape measure, please. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to shoot this guy, sorry. So this guy is going to shoot into this.
Okay.
So he rolls 2d8s.
Yep.
Hits on a 5+. And that is a 5 and an 8. So and a 2. So 2 go through, Sam.
Okay.
So your gargoyle, this is the one with 1 wound left as well.
It's dead. Oh,
well,
sorry.
You got
it's not dead because I got a nerve test.
So 2 went through.
Yep.
So what's your normal nerve?
6.
So your nerve is now 7. Yeah.
It's not 7.
Yeah. So the gargoyle is a gone. Okay. There's your tokens as well.
Okay.
Let's see what.
So it's my turn again?
Yeah, back to you. He's activated.
Okay. Measure, please. I'm going to. I think I'm going to move my imps up.
Yeah.
So they're normally 12, but they have to get over. So it's just 10. So you can move up next to the 10 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's stick a token on those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Back to me.
Yeah.
Pass it to you, please. This is
yeah.
This is going to be the bloodbath that's coming up soon, isn't it? Wait, what I'm going to do is now the Heliquin's gone. Now I'm a bit more happy about moving these guys. So I'm going to charge. This is my Paladin Defender.
Yep.
He is going to charge into the back because he's in the rear arc.
Yep.
So he's got a charge of 10. He's going to go through the gap anyway. Mm-hmm. So he's going to charge into the rear of your succubus, who's no longer down, but he does get the bonus for rear charge anyway. So he gets 2 Paladin Defender, 2d8s on his charge. He's also got Crushing Strength 1.
Yep.
I'm going to spend the last of my power dice to boost it. Okay. In fact, I've also got a battle potion on them as well, but I think I'm going to try and hang on to that for when I get in the battle here. So 3's hitting on 4+.
Okay.
Yep. So 1 fails, but I got an 8. Okay, so 3 went through.
So
you're defending on
6 pluses.
6. Oh, not 6 pluses because I got crushing.
7. So
7s, yeah.
So 3 went through.
3 went through. So
7.
So that's 2.
Or 2 extras, so 6 in a nerve test. Just.
What's your normal nerve?
It's 4.
Oh, is it? Okay, so you survived that. Okay. Well done. But you are knocked down for the next. Oh, missed a rule there, guys. I should have had a bonus dice for outnumbering you.
Ah, yeah.
I missed that one as well. So yeah.
I think it still would have passed anyway because of the 7.
You'd never have passed because you'd have done so much more damage. Yeah, but I guess the nerve test made no difference. Okay. But just one to kind of miss there. So back to you, mate.
Okay. So have you just got that guy left to go?
Just this guy left to go, yeah.
Right. Well, in that case, then I'm gonna. Up to the wall. Okay.
Okay, and my guy is going to. I think he's just going to move up into. Going to move there. I think he could move a bit further, but he's just going to move to here.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to go first next turn. You can just move all your guys now.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the end of that turn now. Now what you do is any unspent power dice you can use to do any kind of relief fatigue. I forgot actually I fatigued this model when I spent that extra dice there.
Yeah.
So I have no power dice left. That means that she is fatigued for the next round. So I'll put a fatigue token on her. We'll clear away the rest of the tokens and we'll come back for the next round. Okay, so we're now on to round 3 and I get to go first. So what I'm going to do is, my worry is I don't think I'm going to get here.
Yeah.
Oh, but I can fatigue them. So if you could give me the tape measure, please.
Oh, we have to roll for power.
Oh yeah, well remembered, Sam. Power dice. So again, we still got a normal 3 plus the extras because those models haven't gone yet.
3. 4.
Oh, not so good. 3. I'm going to re-roll one of mine.
4.
So I've got 4.
But you got the same.
Oh, we got the same this turn. Okay, so we're both on 4 power dice. So I get to go first.
Yep.
I'm going to. Which one shall I use? Which one's a bit more survivable? My sisterhood's got 2 wounds. She's got an armor of 6. My paladin chaplain has got 3 wounds. He's the guy I'm going to. So I can pass the tape, please. Now he's also my spellcaster actually. So I've not had a chance to cast any spells yet that I really wanted to. But he is going to use his 10 inches of run.
He's going to have to fatigue though to pick it up.
He is. And then he's also going to, he doesn't have to use a power dice, does he? He can just fatigue to pick it up. So he now has
the plans.
He now has the plans. Over to you, dude.
Okay. So bit of a sticky situation here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge my imps into her.
Okay, right. Well, you certainly don't need to do anything.
Tape measure.
You don't need to tape measure that one.
Okay. So
you get your normal attacks, which I think is 3.
Yep.
You get an extra one because she's out in the open. She get for the charge. Sorry.
Yep.
So that's 4. You also get an extra one because you're crowding out. You have more models.
Yep.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, I think I'll be right.
So what are you hitting on?
5 plus.
Okay. Oh, not the greatest of rolls. Only 1 went through.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's fatigued, so she gets to she obviously just roll a defense, which is 6 plus. But she's failed, so she now gets to take a nerve test, which is a 4 plus. It will only take her down to 0, so it's just a straight 4 plus.
Oh,
so she's okay. So she's okay. She's knocked down. It stops her retaliating.
Yep.
And it also means that when your blood mask, I forgot how they call them, the horsey guy, the Heliquin can go in now in the it's like getting the rear charge. Okay. So,
your turn.
Okay, I'll just activate you up there to see that you've went. Okay, I think what we'll do is I'm going to do a group action.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do a group. Am I going to do it? I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to shoot him into him. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so he gets his 2 dice. Can I have a couple of those ones, sorry? And he's hitting on a. He's hitting on a 5+. 1 goes through, so you get a roll 1 defense.
So 6+.
Okay, so nothing happens there.
It's a long action for him as well.
It is a long action for him because he's got reload.
Yep.
Okay, so he's gone.
So what I'm going to do is...
What are you thinking?
I'm going to charge him.
Okay, so he's in range, yeah?
Yeah, he's also in the rear.
I don't think he was in the rear because was he here?
Yeah.
So I think he was actually just past the table. We should have checked this beforehand, but do you know what it is? I'll give you that one. Yeah. So that one's a rear charge.
It's +2, +1 because he charged.
Yeah.
The entire rules get +1, so instead of needing 5+, he needs 4+ now.
Yeah.
And he's power dice. So an extra 1.
And this is my sergeant. This is my commander as well. So if Sam does take him out, that loses me. It stops me re-rolling one of my power dice at the start as well.
Power dice that the commander gives.
Yeah, he gives one of the white dice as well, so it gets rid of his.
Oh, that's a good one.
So you got 3. One of them's an 8, and 4. So we got 4 going through. Mm-hmm. Okay, so can you pass me a couple, please? So, he is. Where is he? His armor is a 5+.
Mm-hmm.
So but he does have 3 wounds, so I need a minimum of kind of like 3 saves really. I'm gonna throw in an extra power dice in there as well, just to try and give me some. And he saves on 5+.
Yep.
So we've got 2 7s. Oh,
3
so 3 get through.
So actually he has to take a nerve test.
So that reduces him to 0.
Oh.
And that means his nerve is 4+.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not good. 2. Oh, he's gone.
He's just come from the back.
Oh no, he was my battle guy as well, ready to go. That's not good.
No,
that's not good. Well done, Sam. Now you also get to move forward 3 as well if you want to.
Just gonna move him up there.
Yeah.
Behind him there.
Yeah. Can't be within an inch, but
yep.
Actually,
you can.
That's right.
Base contact.
That's right. Okay. So. Dawn. Dawn. Okay. So, I can't charge you with this model because she hasn't got line of sight because you're behind me, which isn't great. However, I'm not liking this that's going on here, to be fair. This is getting a little bit squeaky bum time. He's going to need some support.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to
move her over.
I'm just going to move her over.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just going to. I'm going to run out to there basically, because there's not much else I can do with my second action really. Nothing that I want to do anywhere. Okay.
Ready for this? I don't think you will.
Yeah, I think that we've potentially missed a couple of rules as well. So some of your guys have got regenerate as well, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, but I don't think any of them have actually survived the turn to regenerate.
No, you probably. It's these guys that's got regenerate, isn't it? So yeah, they've not.
Yeah, these ones and the guards.
So we haven't missed it yet, actually. No.
Yeah.
Back to you, Sam. Back to you.
I'll do something a bit cheesy. I'm going to spend 2 power points.
2 power dice.
Commit these to the group.
So
this one is.
So you've got your 2 abyssal guards and one of your
lower abyssal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they're going to do a joint charge onto him. Yeah. Okay, so they all get to.
He's going to go there.
Okay, so he can come on the side here to fit them in.
Actually, no, he's going to go there. Then he's going to go there.
I don't think he can go there, can he? Because he was.
Well, you can.
No, but he'd have went within an inch. He'd have gone within.
It doesn't matter to me because you can attack the model within however many inches it is, so he can choose to go to this one here. You just swap them around. Yeah.
There's a rule, guys, that when you do a group charge, basically the nominated leader has to charge one model, and the other models can charge that same model or another opposing model within 3 inches. Yeah. But I'm not sure how it would work when you have to move within 3 inches. Sorry, when you have to move within an inch of him to get to the other one. I think you'd probably have to all charge this guy.
Okay, I see that.
Okay, so let's we could be wrong on this one again, guys. Like we say, we're still learning the rules ourselves.
Okay.
But let's say they all have to a charge to this guy.
Actually, they've come from his rear arc.
They've all come from his rear arc, yeah. So you basically nominate one. He hasn't gone yet either, so he does get to retaliate and stuff as well.
So I'm going to start with the first Abyssal.
Okay.
Which the Abyssal Guards actually get 2, +1
for the charge. Yeah. Plus your +1 for being in the rear.
Yep. So
what are you hitting on?
I'm hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Sorry, 3s.
3s, okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2 of those.
Yep.
So he's defending. He is my sergeant, so he's defending on armor of 5+.
Yep.
So you got both of those. So he saved those.
Yep.
Now what he does, he gets to retaliate, and what he can do is he can turn to face. So this is going to be a bit of a wiggle room. He's going to turn to face you. Now he gets to retaliate back. Now the way the retaliation works is, with your first retaliation, if the model isn't fatigued, you get to put a fatigue token on him.
Yep.
That means if you attack me again and I get a chance to retaliate, if he isn't activated, I get to put an activate token on him. At that point, he is activated and fatigued. He can't retaliate anymore, so he won't get a retaliate on the third one should he survive. So the sergeant rolls 2d8, and he is hitting on 5+. Yes, yeah, 5+.
Yep.
So that is a 2 and a 5. 1 gets through.
So the Abyssal Guard has 4 armor. So he saves it.
It's an 8. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so let's put a token on this.
So it's the second Abyssal Guard now.
Yeah.
It's the same 3 dice, 3+.
2 seconds, Sam, just before I get sidetracked. That fatigue token there is for...
yes.
Is for my guy.
Yep.
Okay.
So 2 went through?
2 went through. Okay, so again, he's defending on a armor 5.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to spend the power dice just to add to it, just to give me a chance. Okay, so we're on 5+. 1 went through, so he loses a wound.
Yep.
But he does have 2 wounds, so he's not taking any nerve tests.
Okay, so what's the final one?
Yeah. No, he gets to retaliate.
He doesn't because he's fatigued?
No, he does because he hasn't activated.
Okay.
Okay, so now I put an activated and a fatigue token on him.
Yep.
And he gets to retaliate. So which one was that you've just hit against there, Sam?
The other Abyssal Guard.
The Abyssal Guard. Yeah. Okay, so again, he's rolling 2 dice.
Yep.
5+. A 6 and a 2, so 1 went through.
Yep.
So you're defending against that 1 attack.
4+. Got it.
Typical. So so he's now done. It means he can't retaliate this third attack. It also means he can't activate for the rest of the round.
Okay, so the lower Abyssal actually hits on 4+.
Okay.
With the same modifiers.
So 1 goes through. So again, he's saving on a 5+. That's all right. It's saved. The only one went through, wasn't it? So he's okay. He's managed to survive that attack.
He's gotten lucky there.
He did get lucky. He definitely got lucky. Except he's all gone now. He can't do anything.
Okay, it's your turn.
So it's back to me now. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to... these guys are still in combat.
Yep. Your
guy's knocked down, or your girl or lady is knocked down, I should say. So I get my normal 2 attacks.
Yep.
For my sergeant. I get an...
You don't get 1 for knockdown.
No, you don't get 1 for knockdown, and I haven't charged ever. It's +1, so it would normally be a 3+. Normally a 5+, but it's now a 4+. So, yeah.
Yep.
1 goes through.
Okay. So I'm on a 6+. 7.
Oh, 7. Oh my god.
I know. Okay, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
He's just got to finish it, doesn't he? So he gets 3d8.
It's just the helicopter coming into my little girl there.
Okay, so I think it's just 3d8.
Yeah.
On 2+, so just no 1s pretty much. No 1s. So
okay.
3.
So 3, and she's defending upon an armor of 6.
With the crushing strength.
Well, no, she didn't get any 6s anyway. So she's lost 3. She's got 1 wound remaining. That means she's 2 over the top. She is a warrior, so it means a nerve of normal 4+ goes to a 6+.
Come on.
And she is out of there.
About time.
It is. She's kind of... she is gone.
I'm going to move them up as well.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, and let's just put a token on him as well. Oh, thank you, Sam. I'm not liking this. I'll be honest.
It's like a last stand in the
These
corner.
guys are getting a little bit scared now. He's out of the hunt, I think. These guys here, I think what I'm going to have to do here is, can I have your tape, please? Yep. I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to run her the 10 inches.
Try and get something in for next turn. Oh, sorry, no, because you can.
And I'm going to fatigue
her
to shoot against this gargoyle here.
Yep.
So she's fatigued and activated now.
Yep.
And her normal shot is 2d8.
Yep.
I've only got 2 power dice left. I've got a lot of people fatigued that I need to bring back the next turn, so I need to really keep them. So I'm just going to go with the straight dice. So range of 4+. Both hit.
Oh.
So you got some dice there. So you're defending for your gargoyle. Oh, and it was in the rear.
Yeah. So it's +1 to the roll.
Oh, so it's I was thinking extra dice. Sorry.
So I'm gonna spend an extra 1, get 3. So I need 2 saves. So 6+.
You got 1 save.
1 save. So down to 1.
So you take a damage. Not quite what I wanted, but better than not at all.
Is that oh no, it's not everyone gone. You've still got a crossbowman.
I've still got 1 crossbowman left to go, and you've got these 3 guys and this guy at the back.
At the corner, yeah.
Okay.
Cover the temperature, please. Can you He's ready to sneak around there.
Where do you want to be? Just round the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see there's space on the end of the boat to get round there. I'll give you that one.
Sneaks his way through.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's done.
And he's activated. My crossbowman is just going to try and get into the battle, so he's going to... is he within 12? No, he's not. So he's just going to move his 10 inches up to here and try and give me some support.
Yep.
For when them guys run, for when those guys run away.
Okay. So they have to go over, which means they have to go in. So there. Go there. And he's just gonna.
Okay. Right, so that's you all done. So I've got 2 points of damage. 2 points of damage. 2 power dice left there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfatigue this one. I'm also going to unfatigue this one. Oh, hammer. No, this guy here is stuck in the middle. I'm going to unfatigue him. Okay.
Okay.
He has got 1 damage left. Have you got any power dice left?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you can't stand this one up. You can't.
Standing up's an action anyway. So.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, but you could have had a forced fatigue. You could have had a forced fatigue.
But then be fatigued.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll tidy up the board again, and we'll get into turn 4, which, like I said at the start, I think we'll just play 4 turns to keep this relatively short and give you all the mechanics. But it's getting a bit crunchy. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so we are now into the last turn of the game, and it's me to go first. It's getting a little bit squeaky bum time. So just for information, this 1 point of damage we've got hanging around here is for the sergeant that's in the middle of that melee battle. So I've got 2 options here. The fact he can fly scares me. Yeah. Because this guy here has the plans. I need to get him away. Yeah. Okay. So do I run him now and risk being charged? Do I charge her into somebody to give him a little bit of or do I do? Or I know we need to roll power dice.
Yeah, that's what.
However, 3 dice. I can't re-roll any because my commander's gone. I'll lose his white dice. Yeah. But I've still got the red dice from my sergeant, so I'm on 4 red dice now. Ah, that's not a bad roll. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I've got 2.
Okay, so I've got 5. What I'm going to do, Sam, is I'm going to spend a point to activate 2 models.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to activate the first one here.
Yep.
And I'm going to charge her.
Yep.
Into the Heliquin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second guy, I'm going to charge. Oh, maybe I've done this wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Can I take it back?
There you go.
I'm bored. Can I have the tape now? Okay, right. So what I should have done was charge her into her and legged it off here. That's what I meant to do, and I got a rush. I got a rush of blood. So now what I can do is, because that's 10 inches there. Oh, is it? She's still going to be in your front arc. I think the best thing I can do is actually just charge him.
Yeah,
into here. Yeah, because
the last stand.
Well, he's pretty good in battle, to be fair.
Yeah.
So right, so that's my 2 activations there that I'll be doing. I will start my battle with I'll start my battle with this one, I think.
Okay.
On here. So he gets, my Paladin Chaplain gets 2d6.
Yep.
He's got crushing strength. He's also got parry as well if you get a chance to retaliate, which means it makes you re-roll one of your successful hits. Okay. He's got defender as well, but I can't remember what that means. So we'll not worry about it now.
You have a short defense.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You can go on to, what's it called? Yeah, you can go on a defensive stance for a short action. Right, so 2 dice normally. The third one for charging.
Yep. Charging in.
For charging in because you were in the front. He's got crushing strength 1.
Yep. So get through.
So if anything gets through, and I will throw another power dice in for an extra dice, please. Okay, so he also hits on a 4+.
Okay.
So we've got 3 go through, one of them's an 8 and a 6, so 4 attacks, buddy.
Okay. Has he got a wound on him? Because he has a regenerate thing before, like at the start of the turn as well, doesn't he?
Oh, he has got a wound on him. So what was the regenerate rule again?
So it's 4+, he gets the wound taken off? No.
Failed. Yeah.
So I need 2 extra dice?
Oh, sorry. Okay, so what are you defending on?
6s.
Yeah, it's crushing strength as well.
Ooh, that's 7s.
7s. So you've got
2 saved plus an 8.
Yeah. The 2 saved. So 2 damage goes through. So that means that you it's your nerve -1.
So it's 7.
No.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay.
Okay. So take him off, and then he also gets to move 3 inches now as well. Yep. So we'll just get him
trying to hobble away.
Trying to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now my other charge, which is just a sacrificial kind of sacrificial lamb there, I think.
Yeah.
So she hits on 2d8, hitting on a 4+. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2d8 on a 4+.
Yep.
So that's 2 goes through.
Okay.
Against him.
So he gets +4 on. So 1 save plus an 8. Yeah, both saved.
Okay, right.
Now he gets to retaliate.
Now retaliate is brutal from him. So do you want to explain retaliate for him?
Okay, so he's special because he has the blade of slashing, which means when he retaliates, he actually gets +1 to his melee attack.
Okay.
However, the Abyssals also have a special ability where if you spend a power point, you get 2 extra dice when you retaliate. So he gets 5 dice when he retaliates. Yeah. Come on and spend a point.
And has he also got another special rule about retaliation as well? On top of his blade of slashing? Is it
no?
He's not his normal special ability, rider or something like that?
No.
That's something else. No. Okay.
Come on, extra dice, please.
Sorry. No, you can't. I think you've got enough.
Okay, so it's 2+.
Okay. That's you got a couple of 1s in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
7.
So that 3 go through?
Yep.
And what was it? Was it crushing strength or something like that, or?
Yeah, crushing strength 2.
2. So she normally defends on armor 6. So she's armor 8 now, and she needs to defend 3.
Yeah.
No, none of them. So she is a warrior.
Yep.
So she's got 2 points. That means that she's reduced to 1 more than she had, if you like, which means her nerve is a 6+ now instead of a 5. So on a 6+, yes,
of course,
she survives, but she does have 1 wound and she is knocked down.
Yep.
So, right, it's back to you now.
Right, what are the rules about me disengaging?
Hang on, you did retaliate, so you need to put an fatigue token on. Yeah. I'll do it from this side.
So when can you get rid of the fatigue token? Is that at the end? Or?
You can use a power dice to get rid of it.
Oh no, sorry, the fatigue comes into effect next turn.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Or unless you get rid of it with the power dice.
Okay. So if I wanted to charge it in the back of him, could I disengage? Since she's knocked down.
You can't disengage, and since she's knocked down.
Yeah.
When you technically, you know what it is. I'll have to consult the rules. Right, we'll check this rule, and we'll be back in a second. Through the power of editing, there we've checked that rule, and because this model is knocked down, the Harlequin is no longer engaged in combat, so he is free to move.
So he's going to charge in at the back.
He's going to charge at the back. Yes, he is. Okay, so shall I just move it for you?
Yep.
So it's gonna. I can already feel the pain. Okay, so you've charged in.
Yep.
You've got your normal attack now.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 attacks for melee.
Yep. Plus 1 for charging.
Plus 1 for charging.
So really, it's just anything I roll that isn't a 1. So I need one of those. How much wounds does your guy have?
My guy has 3 wounds.
I spend my last power. Okay. 3.
Ooh, 3. Okay, so he defends on. My paladin defends, and he's got armor 4.
Yep.
I am going to throw a power dice in there as well.
Yep.
To get an extra 1. So 4 pluses, and I need 3 saves.
Yeah.
And he does it.
Takes 1.
I'm glad I put that extra. Doesn't take any wounds.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah. So he saves it, and he gets to retaliate. So he retaliates with 2d8, and we got. Is it?
Yeah.
He gets to retaliate with 2d8 on a 4+. And I think I'm going to throw a power dice in there. Seems like our last turn to get an extra 1. So yeah, 4 pluses. Oh, I missed with 2, but I did get an 8. So 2 go through, Sammy.
2. So it's 4+, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And because he retaliated, he hasn't got a fatigue token on him, so I have to put a fatigue token on him.
Okay, so it's your go.
And that's it. So it's my go. Right. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to attack with this guy before he gets absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
So he's going to do his first attack against this guy here.
Okay.
Okay. So he's my paladin defender.
Yep.
He is my paladin defender, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got a battle potion, which means I can discard it and make a melee attack again 2 dice. So he gets 2 extra dice.
Ooh. On
top. He's got crushing strength 1, and he's hitting against this abyssal guard on a 4+. So that's 3 attacks get through.
Well, that's good. Okay. So the abyssal guard's 4+ armor. 1 goes through.
1 goes through onto this guy, and how many wounds has he got?
2.
2. Oh, dear me. Okay.
Okay. That's him gone.
So that's him activated as well. So I'll just put that next to his token there again. And he gets to retaliate now because he's still alive.
It's 2.
He can retaliate. He doesn't have to be fair.
No, he's going to retaliate.
Yeah.
so he gets 3 because he's outnumbered.
Yeah.
So it's on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You got an 8 there.
8 and a 7 and a 1.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 3 defense. On my where is he? On my sword, my paladin defender. Yep. So 4+. Sorry, 4+ for my armor.
Well, 5+ because it has crushing strength.
Okay, I got a 5 and an 8 and a 1.
Yep.
So I need to get a 5+ on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, the 3.
So how many wounds does he have?
He's got 1 wound left. So he takes a nerve test.
Oh.
So nerve of 4+.
Oh,
he's out of there.
He's dead.
He is dead. That's not what I'm glad I used that little potion then.
Yeah.
Just to say I used it. Okay, so it's getting tasty now. So your guy, he's fatigued. He's fatigued, but he's not activated yet.
No.
So now, Sam, you get a choice to bring the pain.
Yeah, well, I would charge James, but I don't know if I can because they won't be able to fit.
No, they can't get through.
These guys might be able to go around the side, but they'll have to charge individually.
The only ones I think you can probably... Well, all these guys don't have line of sight.
Well, it depends on the height of the tent.
We said they were height 2, didn't we?
Yeah.
So they don't have line of sight. These guys, actually, probably, I don't think they have line of sight.
Nah, they won't be able to reach him either. This might be GG.
It might be GG, because this is the end of the turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
do we want to call it there?
Yeah, I think there's nothing I can do.
Am I getting revenge? So the win condition was at the end of the turn. To be fair to Sam here, if we'd got to turn 5 or 6, I'd have been annihilated. But because we said we keep it at 4 turns, whoever has the plans at the end of the game is the winner. So I'm the winner. We'll take that one. Did you enjoy that, Sam?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, really
yeah. I think certainly our first game, the first turn took us quite a lot of time to understand what crushing strength was and what all of the other bits and pieces did. And then as the second and third turns came on, we kind of speeded it up. This game felt like it went a bit more smoothly. I'm sure if you're not trying to kind of talk through the rules as well, the game will run even faster. Yeah. But from my perspective, really enjoyed the game. I love the cards as well, I would say. Yeah. It's really handy having the information there. You've just seen this is the second game we've ever played, and we only had to refer to the rule book for one rule. We might have got a couple wrong, but it didn't stop the enjoyment of the game. We've only had to refer for one rule, so that just shows you kind of how good the rules are. I'm sure there'll be other videos that I'll depending on how I edit them, how I do them, you'll have either already seen them or you'll see them after this, but they'll give you a bit more information about certain things in the game, like the campaigns and certain rules. But this should give you pretty much a good playthrough of how the game plays. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.